Stunning. Over the shoulder, please.
You got it.
Beautiful. Hold it there.
Thanks, everyone. The Joeys are loving the attention.
Gorgeous. One more to the right.
Sure thing.
This is Mason Margiela's Spring 2026 Couture Collection, the first by Glenn Martin since he became creative director in 2025. Mason Margiela is known for breaking all the fashion rules. Think deconstructed clothes, exposed seams, and of course, the famous tabby boots. Glenn Martin stepped in after taking over from John Galliano after his 10-year run, making him the house's third creative director. People are wondering, will he flip the script or stay true to Margiela's roots? The show opens with a live children's orchestra, but they're playing off-key on purpose. It's a callback to Margiela's 1990 playground show. It sets the tone to be imperfect and raw. The models wore stitched mouthpieces that distorted their expressions, symbolizing how we consume fashion today, and the relentless stream of opinions surrounding it. If you haven't noticed, the stitches resemble Margiela's logo. As for the clothes, they were surprisingly simple but full of detail. We saw recycled denim, sheer overlays, and seams held together with plastic tape. Everything was deconstructed and a little surreal. Martin isn't trying to outdo Galliano, but rather bring Margiela back to its roots while giving it a new edge. And honestly, he's off to a strong start. What do you think? Spot any hidden references? Let me know in the comments.
They say this is one of the most expensive couture creations ever made, and I wanted to know why. My name is Keith Listener, fashion designer, former student of art history, self-taught digital artist, and this is my series on the great artists who changed how we look at the world. Okay, let's get into it. I'm in London right now, and being back here has me feeling nostalgic, and I'm reminded of this dress. When I was in school at the London College of Fashion here, I kept it hanging on the wall in my dorm room for inspiration. Not a sketch, not a mood board, this dress, La Chimère. Thierry Mugler's Fall/Winter 97, the man who transformed the fashion show into spectacle, who in 1984 filled a 6,000-seat Paris arena with paying public tickets, something no Western designer had done at that scale, who brought queer and trans bodies into the visual language of haute couture, who set the theatrical template an entire generation of designers built their careers on. That man saved what is, in my opinion, his most audacious statement for this dress. Mugler had spent 2 full seasons building toward this moment. The season before, Les Insects sent models down the runway as insects, antennae, bug-eye goggles, the works. It was deliberate. Woman fuses with insect first, then evolves into full mythological creature. The name comes straight from Greek mythology. The chimera, a fire-breathing hybrid monster, lion's head, goat's body, serpent's tail. Mugler's version was part siren, part reptile, part bird, specifically designed so that no one could pin down what the woman on the runway actually was. The gown embodied all 4 elements: water in the scales, earth in the horsehair, fire in the gold corset and red detailing, air in the feathers. It took dozens of specialists to build it, led by 4 men. Mugler, the couturier, conceived the creature. Jean-Jacques Orson, artist and jeweler, hand-painted and individually placed over 17,000 Swarovski crystals, each scale set by hand. Mr. Pearl, corseteer, a man who wears his own corset 24 hours a day and has trained his waist to 18 inches, built the gold-articulated corset that moves with the body like armor. And Eric Charles Donatien, artisan plumassier, was responsible for every feather on the look. Months of continuous work, over 1,000 hours of embroidery alone, years of development. The dress has never been publicly sold and is often described as priceless, functioning less as clothing than as sculpture. It was never intended for a client. It was made purely to exist as an artistic statement. Mugler called it a dream creature, beyond fashion, beyond the human. When Adriana Carambeu walked out of the mist in yellow cat-eye contacts, the audience gasped. That younger version of me in my dorm room, right here in London, I completely understood why, because this wasn't just a dress, it was the culmination of everything Mugler stood for. Spectacle, provocation, and an absolute refusal to accept the limits of what fashion was allowed to be.
My jaw hit the fucking floor. Oh my god. This is Jack Skellington by Robert I, inspired by the one and only Skinny Legend. It is made out of over 260,000 ivory beads, hand embroidered, and it took 1,840 hours, which would be 76 days of consecutively. Are you kidding me? And the attention to detail they took to show the real human anatomy. Like, you can see the pelvis. Look at the feet, the toes. Like, why does this look fire? It's so, even the feet look cool. And the way it is captured while in motion and how that accentuates the body, oh my gosh. I think there is something so magical about fashion that blends the lines of like reality and fiction, you know, taking this thing we're all familiar with from our childhood and reimagining it in a completely different way and making it high fashion. And it's even in this lighting, like a little creepy, you know, like somebody could like work this into a horror movie almost. This is why Robert One is my GOAT. Like, every time I'm blown away.
Beyonce understood the assignment as she attended the 2026 Met Gala in Olivier Rousteing, and she did follow the theme of fashion is art, and this is the art she's representing by Caroline Duvaux. And I think it's beautiful. It's called The Visitor, so it's like a skeleton ghost in couture, and I believe Beyonce embodied that to a T. Okay, I've never seen this art piece before, but it's beautiful. I love it. It is The Visitor, and yes, Beyonce has brought it to life. So I love when people come in theme. At first, I didn't understand. I just said Beyonce is fashion from her skin to her bones, but it's deeper than that. She is the visitor. She became the visitor because she returned after 10 years, and she's definitely not a visitor. She's a chair member at the Met Gala, but we welcome her back. The world welcomed her back, and she's no longer a visitor, and she is here to stay. I really hope so, Beyonce, because we missed you, but you look good.
This model cannot walk in this dress or see through this mask, but that's really not what they're for. Margiela is absolutely churning out these apocalyptic glam gowns, which is a little too real for the moment we're in, but these are so beautiful. Glenn Martens just showed his fall Margiela collection in Shanghai amidst giant shipping containers, and it was moody and haunting and gorgeous. I know a lot of you really hate the face coverings. That's fine. This is just something that Margiela has always done. I think they're creepy in a really artful way. These electric organza ones have this blurred effect that is particularly unsettling. I think the faces might be painted on the inside of it. There's a very Leatherface horror movie vibe to it, but if you don't like them, I beg you to just look at the clothes, which is incidentally the point of the masks. This rippling skirt looks like a brain. It really makes you think. There's also some very chicly cut tailoring in here, as well as ghostly diaphanous dresses that are quickly becoming a signature. I do really hope that this veil is cashmere at least. Hard spliced leather outerwear, silk velvet suiting. I want this. And just really fascinating fusions of different media, executed with bizarre, incredible technical skill, contrasted by breathtakingly simple surfaces. This is so effective. This chest plate and hood look like a collage of fossilized coral and oyster shells. Yeah, fossils were definitely on the mood board. These look like skeletons of some kind of flying dinosaur. The applique on this beaded cocoon gown is perfectly segmented by strips of sheer paneling. And of course, I love these molten, crackled gold numbers. This one is covered in little gold stars, like the stickers you got in school. But this is the one that stole my heart. An antique Aubusson style silk embroidered tapestry that's decaying from age, but it melts into these gleaming silver sequins. It is tragically poetic. If it wasn't clear, this collection is part ready to wear, part couture. This treatment also available as a waistcoat. I know this aesthetic is not for everyone. It's glamorous through a non-conformist lens, but you cannot say that it is not deeply interesting to look at. I will fight you. I just think that Martens is making some of the most significant fashion of this moment. Gold star, but let me know what you think.
No, what you're seeing right now is not AI generated. It's an actual fashion design. It's a trompe-l'oeil concept by designer Xander Zhao, which creates three-dimensional illusions on garments, and it's actually so sick. Trompe-l'oeil is a French term that is translated to English by deceive the eye. It's an artistic technique that tricks you into believing something is here, but it's actually not. And I love when designers push the boundaries of fashion and give us that level of creative sauce.
Let's try on my dress that has no hole for your head. This should be good. Okay, I've stepped into the dress now. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my, oh, okay. Okay, well, this is just great. I can't really see. Boo, boo, boo. Well, I don't really know what the fuck I look like. I had brought some shoes. Do you think this looks good? I can't tell. Makeup check. Can you see anything? How do I look? I'm gonna look at this footage and tell you what I think. I have no idea. You can see the outline of myself, but it feels like I don't have my contacts on and I'm very blind. I have a feeling this looks fabulous. Let's end it with a bang. Boom! Whoa! I can breathe and see, and I think this looks great. This looks fucking amazing. I need to wear it to an event that like doesn't require me to see. Like I wouldn't wear this to a premiere.